Oh my goodness me, look at my bloody hair. Hi guys, Tuesday again, and look, it's warm enough that I can wear my rock t-shirt again. There's still a cold breeze, but yeah, it's much warmer than it has been recently. Spring is in the air and I fucking love it. How are you guys? I'm really well, thank you. My weight went up and up and up over the weekend to the point where yesterday it was 16-1 dead, and you're like, okay, something's going on. Yeah, the thing that was going on is the whoosh, as it's known apparently, which is where your body sort of goes, ooh, I don't want to lose weight, I don't want to lose weight, I don't want to lose weight. Oh, fine, dumps a load of it in one go. So I was 15 stone 12.2 today, which is again the lightest I've been this year, having got a 15 12.7 on Thursday, which also was the lightest I've been this year. So, you know, from a confidence point of view, that is huge. It makes you feel so good that what you're doing is right, that you're doing it the right way, that we're not starving myself. God, and the thing is, the amount that I ate over the weekend, you know, I was over my calories every day this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I went over my calories, and I've got this thing that I sometimes do where I call it a case of the fuck it's, where it's just like, oh, I just don't give a shit. So what I do is to try and temper that in, to rein that in, sorry, is I still put everything I eat into my fitness pal, because that way, if you burn 3,000 calories of a day, for argument's sake, and you notice that the thing that you're eating, if you put that into my fitness pal and it takes it to 3,300, as a rule that will stop you dead in your tracks. Okay, I'll eat this but nothing else. Okay, and that's what kind of happens. So it's one of those, you know, case of the fuck it's, but not fuck it, just a little bit of that, you know. I hope you're all well. I'm, as I said, doing really good. Huge thing for me yesterday was my car busy. Went off up to Leeds, up to a little place called Clackheat and Body Repairs, having those bits of work that I've told you again and again about. So she's having, one of her sills has been replaced, she's having side skirts, she's having a new spoiler fitted and all painted to Spectre. So that's really good. Flip side being that I found out on Sunday morning that you know, those headlights I've got, the Angel Eyes, they will be an MOT fail from, what's the date today, 23rd, so yesterday, from yesterday, they're an MOT fail. It's one of those things that I just can't get my head around, that on the government's website it says that DLRs, one of the reasons that DLRs are compulsory on all new cars is the 6%, a pedestrian or another car is 6% more likely to see them because they're so bright in the daytime. But if you fit them retrospectively to a car, they're illegal. And you just go, that is fucking madness in the extreme. So I don't know what to do, and this is one of the times where I probably shouldn't say something like this on a video, is that on the one hand, my first thought is, like, if I was to crash busy, potentially that's the insurance wouldn't pay out on her, because they've got these DLRs. But on the other hand, you go, yeah, that's might be true, but at the same time, my last car, Alexa, didn't have a cat pipe, didn't have a catalytic converter on her for 3 years, and the insurance paid out on that when that idiot drove into the back of her. So I'm really torn. Hey, look, here's the thing, Busy's MOT is in October. So I just go, look, so I'll leave them on for the summer season, and then what we do is Busy has her MOT, and then she goes into storage like she did last year for the winter. So it becomes I'm not even going to think about it for the winter sort of thing. It's one of those things, I'm really, really cross about this, because when I got my first MG, I made a list of things that I wanted to do to it, and right at the top was DLRs. But the DLRs that you could get at the time, in 2016 for example, weren't that great. So I got mine last year during lockdown, and mine are super special because they the halos have also got their indicators built into them. So they're really nice. They are so expensive. They cost the best part of £400. They did. And here's the thing, and this is the bit that makes me really upset, is that they passed their last MOT with them in place. You know, I don't fucking get this. I don't understand why they would take. I can't get my head around I've got them. One of the reasons I've got them is because I know that with my DS7, you know, it's and any other new car you see, the DLRs are so bright Why would having them be a bad? I just can't. It's one of those things, one of those bits of legislation where you just go, I don't fucking understand the logic behind this whatsoever. So yeah, I've got a bit of thinking to do on that one. Like, shall I take them off, or shall I leave them in place for a bit, or I don't know. They are one of my favourite parts about Vizzy. I think they look so smart, and they make her look like a much more modern car because she's got that modern body kit on her. And the other thing is that goes through my head though is that, of course, when I'm driving her, what headlights I've got makes no difference whatsoever, and surely that will be the deciding factor. You know, I want my car, when I'm driving my car, I like how it feels, I like how it handles, I like how it sounds. You know, what headlights I've got, as long as I can see in the dark, you know, that's the important thing, isn't it? So it's one of those things that's, anyway, I'm just ranting. So yesterday I went up to Leeds, and a good friend of mine recently moved to just outside Leeds, and that's the Extreme Dave one. So I took the opportunity just while I was up that part of the world just to hang out with Extreme Dave for an hour or so, and, you know, socially distance, of course, and all that jazz. And I tell you something, lads, this was the first friend I've seen away from the village this year. Okay, so March the 22nd, and I can't tell you what good it did for my mental health just to be able to just talk to someone who, you know, isn't my wife, or having, you know, the Zoom calls that we're having, just actually to be able to talk to someone face to face and just have, listen, we didn't have a deep conversation or a particularly serious conversation. For the most part, we talked about how in UBW all the wrestlers had named finishers, and how we were talking about, which then turned into how some of us had names for our moves. My finisher was called the Pain. I was Champagne. My finisher was called the Pain Game. My secondary move was called the Pain Killer. And, you know, so Dave's finisher was the hatchet to the head, and he had the stump fucker as like his signature move. Yeah, that's it. We all had signature moves, and that was a 45-minute conversation that just flowed really nicely and was really good. It was so lovely. I'm sure we were breaking the rules, and it's one of those, yeah, but it's like, I think it feels to me nowadays. I spoke to my in-laws last night on the phone, and that, you know, they've been shielding because my father-in-law is like super duper high risk because he had a kidney transplant a few years ago, and so he's shielded for a year straight. I've barely seen a soul, and I think even he, and he's a very resolute man, you know, he's a resilient man, but he's at the, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do it. I need to go out. I need to go and see people. And I think for the good of the country now, because I've always been in the opinion of like, it's for the good of the population that we're in lockdown. And people go, oh, we need to start the economy now. I've always been there. Fuck that balls to that. Don't worry about that. Just, you know, let's get the people healthy again. But I think I'm at the point of that. I think we need to, you know, come out of lockdown now. But hey, we're what, 2-3 weeks away from it. April the 12th is, well, it's 3 weeks today, isn't it? So, you know, we're almost there. So that's good, and it's coming out at the perfect time, of course, because it's going to be spring. But Easter holidays worry me. You know, Easter holidays worry me that people are going to get, loads of people are going to get together, and the people who haven't been vaccinated yet, potential spreading, blah 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 blah. We'll see, won't we? I'm just having a bit of a rant, to be honest, aren't I? So what else is new? Episode 5 of the SWAT will go live. Well, it might go live tomorrow, to be honest. And of course, if you know what you're looking for, if you know how to find it, you can watch it now if you want. And it's on Spotify already. It's already on Spotify. And the reason it goes on the Spotify first is because there's a link on the description of the video that says click here to watch on to listen on Spotify. So it has to go onto Spotify first. And then yeah, hopefully recording tomorrow night, so Wednesday night. I'm going to do an episode about WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is only a few short weeks away, isn't it? So, you know, best WrestleMania, that'll be a nice short conversation, won't it? Worst WrestleMania, that'll be a short conversation. And then, I don't know, things like, you know, what's a WrestleMania you're really looking forward to that let you down? For example, you know, so WrestleMania 26, for example, would probably be the one that comes to my mind, because, you know, The Rock was going to be hosting, and then it was like, fuck off. I love The Rock, clearly. You know, things like that. So that should be a really fun episode. Like I say, we've already discussed the topic beforehand, so it gives me some time to have a think. Fitness-wise, I'll just end it with fitness-wise. What have I done this week? Went for a bike ride on Thursday, ran with Liz on Saturday, do you know, I think that might be a bit about it regarding exercise. What I have done is I've walked a minimum of 20,000 steps a day, every day for the last 9 days, something like that. And just, again, it's that I feel like sometimes if I work too hard, I just want to give my body a bit of a break. So look at my weight. Something's working right now. So I don't have to do the mental runs up the hill. I don't have to do these daft long bike rides. I don't have to. I choose to do them because I want to do them. But at the same time, so I think as long as you're doing something, my point is, at the moment, I'm trying to burn 3,000 calories a day. And I've done that. My average for the month is 3,100 a day. So we're getting there. You know, it's there or thereabouts. You know. So, I'm going to love you and leave you with that one. A few more stuff coming up, a few more stuff done, you know. It's getting there, aren't we? Life is going to go back to normal very soon now. Oh, we're going to have another wave. And it'll be what, lockdown 4? Who knows? Who knows? I just know that on the strength of what happened yesterday, just be able to have a face-to-face conversation with someone, I cannot wait for lockdown to be lifted. You know, it's one of those things. I just want to see people. I just want to be able to say, so what have you been up? You know, instead of it being, what have you been up to? Nothing. What have you been up to? Nothing. And doing these vlogs where I've been, what have I been up to this week? I've done fuck all this week. How about yourselves? You know, I should be able to have, yeah, well, this is what I did. Look, here's me at insert here. You know, I keep telling you that I'm probably going to start going to a lot more MG events than I have done in many, many years, just because I want to show busy off and I want to see people. So it'll be like, hey, Marc's vlog, no, episode 24. Marc went to an MG show. Marc's vlog, episode 26. Marc went to an MG show. Yeah! And you know, at the end of the day, I'm doing these vlogs for myself, and if other people watch them, then great. That's the sort of thing, isn't it? It's all about accountability with my fitness and my weight and all of that jazz. XL t-shirt. Yeah, man. I'm thinking, actually, speaking of which, I'm thinking, look, the way that this is sort of hanging over my chest, off my chest and over my belly, I'm truly thinking of buying a large version of this to see what that looks like on me. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up because we're at the gate again. So, I've been Marc P. Thank you so much for watching. Check me out on Instagram, check me out on Facebook and Twitter and all the usual places. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye!